Let's go again.
Welcome back.
welcome, everybody. Okay. Hi, everybody. Again, I'm Tiila. It is exciting. I'm glad that you guys are here again this evening with us again.
Yes, excited to see everybody come back again and enjoy some more information and get some NFTs.
It is. What, did we buy anything? I did buy something today. I bought a couple things today. I didn't buy nothing today.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, too. I'm about to say more than probably two things.
I bought something on today. I bought something on Nifty. I think I got the #1 print. I think from what it showed on the blockchain, it said I got the #1 print. So
from Makers, right? The one on Makers?
I'm sorry, on Makers. I'm sorry, on Makers Place. I got the #1 print on Makers today. And then I got the thing on Nifty too.
You got the arcade on Makers Place, right? And then you got the Nifty, the membership cards. You're not sure what they go to, but she was over there buying it. The price was right. Yeah, the price was right. $100.
The price was like, okay, I can do $111. We can let's take this risk on this one.
Mm-hmm. They don't even know if they entered a cult or nothing. It was just $100 membership. They could be in a cult right now
and have no idea.
Yeah.
We ain't no cult. We ain't no cult.
It ain't no cult. Yeah, I'll make sure the artist know. No insult meant to the artist.
They don't know which artist. We didn't say which artist.
That's
but right. No, we don't think. Well, I'm gonna go back and read it a little bit more now. You said that. No, but again, once again, welcome everybody. We are still over here buying NFTs. Yes, we are. We are definitely still researching some more stuff, and we've got some good things to share with you all this evening. So, make sure that you guys are doing your own research too, because like I said, there are some projects we missed some, and like I said, we try to bring to you guys what we can, but there's some we still miss because we miss them. Don't we miss them?
Yes, we miss some good ones all the time. Can't catch everything, especially nowadays with the NFTs.
NFTs are dropping like so. There's so much stuff that's coming out, but a lot of it is like so much junk. So I shouldn't say that, because some people have really put some effort into their stuff, but some of it is you'd be like, okay, now again, I have thought about I'm not the greatest artist. I can make some circles and some sticks, but I start thinking, I was like, well, shoot, if they doing this, what I got to do? I mean, obviously they don't have to look the greatest on some of these items that you look into and you buy, but again, it's going to take a little bit more effort on that part. But let's get right into it. That's how we respect people's time. Like I said, if we go short a little bit tonight, we will go short a little bit tonight. But please make sure, if you guys have questions, put those in the chat. We'll try to answer some of your questions. And then we'll also do at the end, if there's enough time, we'll kind of recap in case you guys missed our earlier call, some of the things that we talked about earlier today. But again, at the beginning, we want to kind of start you off with some new stuff, because some new stuff has happened since we've been on an earlier call.
That's right. It always does. Or we'll come circle back around to it and have to come bring it into it later that day. So yes, we're going to start off with the Gamey token. They have a G-Bots that they're going to be launching. And gaming is one of the tokens we're currently paying attention to, specifically because of Amico brands as well. So we do talk about following some brands in the space that have proven track records with the games that they do have. So this is a pre-sale that's coming out November 2nd. I believe the launch is actually going to be in December sometime. But they're currently showing that how the G-bots look here. Yeah. You don't know completely how they're going to play a role into the ecosystem. I'm not sure if it's going to be a reward system, but by owning the G-bots, or if they're to a specific game. But just knowing you are early, this did come out just today. So you can tell this morning it did come out. So right now, if you do go to the site, you're able to just sign up by email and to register to be able to have access to that pre-sale.
You see it say only 1,000. So we did put that in. I think someone put that in the chat for you right there. So you might want to go ahead and sign up, and as you're paying attention to class at the same time. But that's gonna be good. That's a really interesting one.
And this is so the gaming token is going to be backed by. They have an app currently. I recently just downloaded it yesterday because it's they have a minting minting part to it. You just download your app and you're able to mint the gaming token. And then it also does have a referral system in place. So I get into something, I get my kids into stuff. So we're actually probably all minting the token right now. They do have a current promotion in place for minting that gaming. It has probably been going on maybe a little over about a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, I think. It's set to end October 19th. So this specifically with this gaming token and how they built it out for the apps, you'll just download the game, and then they'll have like games like Solitary and many others that while you're playing that game, you're actually earning that token, or you're earning rewards, or you're earning NFTs. So having that access to have it right on your phone and be able to, if you're into mining the token, or if you're into other things as far as play to earn. If you play games like Solitaire already, or play classic games, and it'd be more than just classic games, but if you are playing those games, this is a way you can get rewarded for actually playing those apps specifically through this app here.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think it's important too. When you think about it, even if kids are, not necessarily kids, but some adults too play the games. But earning some of the NFTs, because sometimes you'll find, like I said, I think we found out the same thing even with some of the Blanco stuff that we've kind of invested in. As far as if you're playing the game, you sometimes you get like unique items. You get like, there may be only 10 of you or 100 of you that will ever own that particular NFT for participating. So, if your kids again are playing these games, or if you're playing them, there are some benefits. Again, of trying to earn some of those rare NFTs that they're going to give you for being pretty much kind of like beta people, to make sure you can mess up their stuff so they can fix it. But again, I think some of the partners I think they have is going to be important too.
Mm-hmm. And to add to that, I did notice like some of the things with the games, you will get commercials or ads playing through them. Of course, they have to make the money for also having the app out there, but knowing how you could actually be making crypto behind, or like she's saying, earning those collectibles to be able to sell down the line. It's pretty cool. So they are leading the way in a lot of those things. So if you're into mining or you want to check it out, you can go ahead and come to the website and download it through the Google Play.
I know you said something. You started the mining on your part. Are you finding anything with your battery or anything like that? Because some people are like, well, what about draining your battery? You find anything like that?
No, you don't even know it's really running in the background at all. So no battery drainage like that at all. That's happening. I had about a day or two that I've been trying, actually processing it and seeing how it's rewarding. And right now they do have like a 20% increase if you are referring, or if you are online, increase on that mining, the token that you're earning to reward you. And you'll be able to withdraw that out just like for cash. So everything is early. So getting people on the app, just using it, is really rewarding right now. They're trying to make sure they have that user base, and definitely people on there to be able to do the space. And look, we have some good advisors as well that's on the team. Whenever we see Sebastian, who's in Sandbox, they're like, okay, well, hold on, who else? And then you have the Amico brands here, both those. So really good one to check out and pay attention to.
And so, and do your research to see how they're advising, because so we're not the producer. Or just if you have your referral link to if you have a referral link,
I can get that. Yes,
we can drop that in there for us. So, but again, I think when you start seeing some of these same names, and when you start seeing Sandbox, you start seeing Amico brands. We keep telling you, pay attention. They're making money. Follow the money trail. I promise you. And so again, like I said, a lot. And I think when you guys start thinking about some of these games too, just realize a lot of these games, in order to coming out, a lot of them may not even make it, but you can definitely still get in on some of these games and and make some money. Because remember, when you're dealing with games, most of the time games, they can take a couple years to make and develop. So getting in early again can take some time, but if the easier the game, I'm talking about when they're doing like the big graphics and all of those things, it may take a little bit of time to create those games. But at the same time, if you're getting into some of the ones that are a little easier to develop, or even some of these, if you're looking for kind of like you can actually probably do pretty good on getting in early on some of these too. But at the same time, even looking at this as a long-term play for you, it could be really something that could turn out to be really, really good for you, really, really good and really well. Okay. So that's another gaming one.
And I'll put that link out in the chat.
Okay, good stuff.
I have it put in there.
Okay, these Phantom Galaxies.
Yes. So if you also scroll down, we had talked about these last week. If normally I'm on my phone, and it's just asking you to connect your wallet. Did it go away now? Can you refresh that one more time? Oh, it's you scrolled right by it.
Oh, I thought you were trying to find my wallet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you don't want to show your wallet. Her wallet was. Her wallet. It just showed her address where it was up. Scrolled higher up, and that is where a section is going to come in to connect your wallet. They are going to be giving out some free NFTs. Opportunity for some free NFTs if you come over here and just go ahead and connect your wallet.
Yep.
So we did talk about it before. I don't think that option was available. Just the site was launched. But now they are going to give you the option and the opportunity to go ahead and connect that wallet. I don't know how many wallets, or if you just have the one. If you're not sure about the wallets we're talking about with the Trust Wallet or the MetaMask, they are asking for you to have that specific multi-coin to be able to get that.
Yep. And look who's on there again. Look at this.
Amico Brands.
Amico Brands. I'm like, where I need to put some money with them over there. Now this is the one I'm ready for. Go ahead, let's talk about this one. If you see the water, I'm just thinking vacation. I'm thinking fishing.
She's thinking all things, yes.
But fishing is high on my priority once I got to vacation somewhere.
That's right. So as we talk about this one, this is connected to the super world that we currently own virtual land in. What they have offered is an exclusive membership. Currently, I believe the price on the first 2 to 3 were 8 ETH that they sold out. Now they're going to basically give you its exclusive rights to a membership. They're going to be building these. This one currently is in Miami. They will be building some across the country. I believe they also have one in New York. But it does give you, it does have a cost of monthly membership or a yearly cost is associated with that. Of course, it may associated with maybe hours that you are entitled to for the month to have access to that venue or to have access to that location as well. But it's just showing you how NFTs and things are coming out and giving you access to exclusive memberships, land, even property in the real world, not just thinking that it's only going to give you access to just the virtual land you're being sold on that platform, but there are partnerships that they are doing outside of that. You can see here they have a lot of different, they're trying to show you some setups to some of the build outs that they do have. And so it is currently being sold, I believe, on the Super World site right now. There was one more maybe that's currently live, but as you can see, we'll put this link out, but here's apply for the membership. Of course, you will look into the prices. Some of them are definitely up there. To some people in crypto, it's nothing, especially people that like to travel and have rights to exclusive things. This is going to be nothing for them or to pay for and do. But as you can see here, this is some of the designs and what is it? I don't even know what to call it.
I don't know. All I know is I see a lot of fish somewhere out there.
A boat.
I see the houseboat on the fishing pole, and the pole bent to the side and bent over, and I'm trying to reel it in. That's all I can really see on there, and some great seafood.
That's all she sees.
That's all I see when I see the water and I see vacation and fishing. That's all I see. But I thought this was really interesting. Again, so I we just came across this one. Just came across this one a little earlier, and we're like, okay, let's look into this one a little bit more. Because I started thinking, my brain is always trying to think of, okay, if I get a membership, that vacation, like you can go there. How many times can you go? What does that entitle you to?
Can you rent it out?
Can you rent it out?
You don't have it. You're not using the hours. Are you entitled to rent it out? Yeah.
So, but again, one of these we did see that had auctioned. It had recently auctioned for 8 ETH. So again, when you start looking at the cost of current, so my new people, let me just go to CoinGecko before we go. So you can come to this particular site here. Let me just type in ETH. So it wasn't like it's not like no, it wasn't like that was just really
cheap. They paid for a real rental property for the year.
So to make the 28,000 is what
someone secondary rental right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Without the full access, I think you get like 30 hours, not 30 days. You get 30 hours.
It's thinking outside the box, though. Right. I think it's really because you could really. I'm thinking along the lines like, okay, even if you had the spot and you had it for the 30 hours, you could host an event there and make your own money back from hosting the event at your 30 hours. It's already paid for. It's a cheap way of investing into a location, so that you can ooh and ah. And so, someone would be like excited to come to that private thing you would have at that particular event. But
now, she already subleasing. We do not know what the rules. We don't know if you can do that yet, but it's a great idea.
I was there. I was there hosting the event. No,
that's right.
We really, like you said, we just came across this. We are going to do some more research on this one. But we're kind of giving you ideas. My brain just went to running of capitalizing on this thing that I'm want to go buy. I'm trying to justify too. So, but
that part.
But I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting on what they're doing. Like I said, I just want to. I'll do some more reading again. Like I said, we will definitely do some more reading and research on this before. Because what I said just, I was like, well, shoot, you know what? Because before we were trying to figure out how much time you got, I was like, well, maybe all of the brothers and sisters, maybe a couple of sisters, that we can all go in on this bad boy and make this
30 hours.
So we're like 30 hours. Like, no, my family. That's just me and my family right there. Well, everybody can't be there for 30 hours.
Well, it's gonna be once a month type of thing. Where we go to my vacation. Like, that's one day we can stay out there. We gotta stay at the hotel the next couple of days.
But you're gonna be oohing and all at the very beginning. Like, well, you know what? You have to tell the kids we gotta leave here. We got to go on back onto the hotel now.
Like you said, it's really cool to see what NFTs, what now concepts are coming behind those NFTs, the virtual land places that you're seeing, even with Super World, how it's not just meant for just the plots of land to just share memories, but they're having a lot of businesses that are incorporating other things to that platform, the salon, the NFTs, the charity work they do as well. So this membership is pretty cool to actually just see some of the things that are coming from exploring NFTs and how far you can take them with different things.
I did notice this real quick because, like I said, we were really we just found this and we're like, oh, let's skim over real quick. But even here, this for renewing price, not applicable. So if you get the NFT lifetime one, if you win that for the auction, and obviously because you are paying, so that still calculates though. So if you pay the lifetime membership, it was what 28,000. Or you pay the forever renewal membership of $7,500, you could recover your money in 3.5 years, and then you'd have the rest of your years to have the access for free. But just was thinking outside the box. Mm-hmm. So just think about that. Like I said, there are different tiers on this, but do some research again. We are going to look into this one, so just to let you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then they're actually I know we're skimming this part too, as far as they're going to be trying to open this up in other locations. And so,
yes,
actually, that's Dallas and San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, in Miami, they can do the boats in different locations. Of course, they can't do the boats every location. So they'll be doing exclusive clubs in different locations. I don't think they'll be the same setup. But like I said, they are going to be out there looking at different locations to set up those spots. And when you're looking at stuff like this, you're also thinking about the other exclusive clubs that are out there, like the Bored Ape members. They just recently did a yacht, are going to be doing a party for their members on the yacht themselves. So there's a lot of different people that are actually, if you're part of an exclusive club like that, you're getting access to a lot of different things. So this one, of course, it will cost you, but like she's saying, you can make money back off of this by doing an event. If you don't want to treat it as a vacation spot, renting it out or letting someone else do it, you can make a lot of different money from watching out.
It may require you to buy a couple memberships, but it can still.
That's true. You need 2 or 3 memberships to get the couple days.
Be worth doing. They'd be like, okay, we knew y'all were going. No, you can't have an event here. Well, look at all them fish out there. I tell y'all, look at all them fish out there.
That's what she said. That's what you want to see right there.
I want to see the fishing pole with that. All right, let's move on because I'll get stuck on fishing for a long time. This one, research this one.
That's what you're gonna say. Research this one. Check the artist out. See who's behind it. Check the prices. But we got to send this to our nephew. People be doing great research for us, but this project right here,
Miles found this before, so
yes.
Like, you said, "Whoa, this might be really, this might be really good. This is a good one, Miles."
Yeah, and so as you do see, it's going to be a 10,000 NFT. Was it the Degenerative Party Degenerates? It's going to give you, just like we were just talking about with members clubs and having exclusive rights. This will get you invited to exclusive parties. Just depending on what the artist is also going to be dropping with those. I'm not sure how it exactly works. We did just start looking into it, but each one of these is going to be designed by a specific artist. If it is mixed with another artist, we do not know. But knowing the artists that are actually behind it, she did come here, go over the page. You can also go to the Twitter, to the Discord. It will show the more about the artists that are behind it. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's why they're saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, on the Twitter, it also goes over specific artists that they do have. And those people are usually selling arts at $10,000 and $100,000 art pieces, depending on the artist that you may get, possibly. And so this one I think it comes out in the next week or two. But
this one sold the thing too.
It's going to come out as a Dutch auction. So to make sure we're clear, it's going to come out at 2.5 ETH. And then
for my new people, let me show you what 2.5 ETH is. So this one you got to get your money ready for. It's about right now today it's $8,800.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm sorry, just go right ahead.
That's right. In the Dutch auctions, they usually go down over time, and maybe every 30 minutes, every hour. But I think the lowest it will end up, if it gets there, would be 0.5, which it won't even. I doubt it gets close to that. Most people know they're going to go in and try to get it with. Over a 24-hour period, it will descend over time. If it was still on there at 0.5, you'll be very lucky. But normally, if people know it's worth, they're going to start buying it at the 2.5. And all that means is that when they start reselling it, it's going to have a higher resale value if they're picking it up at that higher price point. So a lot of people will go ahead and just pick it up at that price point if they believe it's going to sell out, and pick up more than one if you can. But it's a great project with some great artists that are behind it.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. And I'm wondering how fast it's going to sell out. That's my, because I think if it, just because of who's backing it and talking about it, I just 2.5 ETH, and then the gas war is going to be where you're going to have to probably save another $500 to try to get your gas to go faster, to try to beat everybody else who's trying to buy it, and it could even easily go $500 to $1,000, depending on if people are trying to pick up this particular NFT. Right. And from what we've looked at, we looking at it.
Yeah. You got artists like Hackatow, and then you got Fev Render, and some of these artists are already selling at really high prices. People are willing to try to pay that 2.5 ETH, knowing on another platform that art is selling for like $20,000 minimum or something, or even lower. So depending on the artist, if you're paying attention to what they're doing on their own platforms, like even like Foundation and stuff that they may sell on, you'll see that a lot of their art is selling really high, and it's not usually something you can just tap into. So this is a way for people to be able to pick up some of these artists' work. And here's Corey. He's one of the space strips, also done some work with Mike Tyson. And so you'll see it's sometimes hard to get artwork from these artists at lower price points. And when you do have the opportunity, you'll take it. So hopefully you have a chance for to get 0.5. I would love that. I'm going to tell you that right now. But
I can get on 0.5.
If it got there, that'd be great. Yes.
But I'm not gonna wait to the end unless they like it's still there. But if they get there, okay.
That's right. Well, if we refresh and we see 500 sold,
you better start buying. When you start seeing the numbers you be like, when that gas start ticking up, you be like, okay, I gotta go on and pull the trigger now, because it's not gonna come any lower. Oh, this is Joy to and Hack.
Yeah, Joy Joe Roy. I didn't even notice he was on it until you just stopped the page.
Yeah. So awesome. Do some research on this particular project. I will tell you again, do some research on.
If you slow down right there too, or go up a little bit, and you'll see here once in a lifetime exclusive experience in leading festivals and venues worldwide and Party Degenerates. So everybody's trying to make sure now, especially that you can start doing these events. You'll get entitled to artwork as well, and you see a series of initiatives to add value to the collectors. There's a lot of things that this one does have in place. So make sure when you're coming over there, read exactly what that NFT gives you access to.
Yeah. And I think sometimes, and I know everything. I'm not saying to just be traveling, just to be traveling, and do your thing for COVID. When I go, I'll be like, okay, if I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna wear a mask. But that's me. I don't care what you do. I'm just telling you what I do. If I go to something, but I think it's powerful when you start going to the events and you start networking with people and you start figuring out what are you buying, what are you looking at, or what are you in, and what are you in. That you can go in and make some big money just by doing that, going to those events. And so I know Jessica, I was like, this Bored Ape thing is coming up in New York, coming in next month. I'm like, do I go to the Bored Ape thing or do I not go to New York? So I'm in limbo right now on
she waited too long. Don't worry. She probably, it's 1,000 of them that could go. She was in limbo for, look at her thinking about it still.
But the problem, though, let's be honest though, but I just have found out about it when I went to the last event.
Her defense.
The guy was like, "Wow, you're going to New York?" I was like, "Well, I had seen an article like literally today about something happening over here because, like I said, it was another NFT event." And so again, like I said, for us, sometimes I know we do a lot of teaching about NFTs, but we also do trainings on NFT. We're like, let's go to this training and find out something else about what they do. Let's go learn something about gaming. So
seminars.
What's that, Jessica?
I said all-day seminars, making sure you sit on the festivals every company has and listen to those people speak, and then go and follow those people and investigate what they got on. So yeah, she's a lot of research behind, like she said, what we do to make sure we have a lot of valuable information to be able to share.
Yeah, and to make sure our portfolio look right. And you be like, look, wait a minute, this is a lot of time, and we're not like capitalizing on this. There ain't nothing coming. There's nothing showing up right now. But again, like I said, we have kind of narrowed down some things as far as, hey, this is what we're going to start researching. This is the projects we're looking to get into. If these people show up, if this name shows up here, we're buying. If this name shows up here, we're buying. But again, it takes some time, but getting your system in place to at least have some steps available to say, hey, when this happens, or this person, or I know this person, or who do I follow? Because again, there's a lot of people out there that you can follow, but that don't mean you need to be following them.
Please don't. Yeah, not everybody is meant to be followed.
You be like, you got 2 followers and you in all these projects.
Like I said, some people just in everything too, and so you have to really look at who you're getting the information from and what they're doing, because you can't just follow everybody.
You can't.
You learn wrong, and you might learn right, but you're gonna learn wrong too.
Get a couple of items out of there.
That's right.
But again, we really look at this particular this one here. If you look at this one, I'm gonna keep saying it. I know I keep saying it, but look at this one and find out if it's something. Like I said, if you're new, may not be your first place to start. I'm just gonna be honest. Again, I think because again, some of these things that you think are going to be very good, something could come out and it can make it very bad. And so for us, you have to be willing to pull the trigger sometimes and understand that this bad boy could really be gone like as soon as I buy it. So be very careful. Make sure when you're. I think we've kind of shared that too, as far as when you're joining Discords and so forth. Be very careful of people private messaging you and so forth. Again, I'm going to say this on record. If you're on our Facebook page and you get someone private messaging you saying we want money, we don't need your money. It's not us. Yes. We are not going to ever private message you saying we are in an emergency. We need funds. We are never going to be doing that. We don't need you to send no donation. We don't need you to send no wallet. We don't need you to do any of those things. So again, like I said, we try to keep our Facebook group and some of our other sites that we have as good as possible. But there are some people who come in, you be like, oh, okay, I see what you're over here doing. You're trying to put all your Discords and your other something else you're trying to do. That's just not us. And so if you ever get something like that, please, make sure let us make us aware of those things, because they will instantly be out of the group. We don't We don't need anyone's funds. So let's be real clear on that. And if you're on Discord too, I think it's important, if you're on any Discord channels, whether it's ours or anyone else's, make sure that your people who are private messaging you, that you're never, giving them your secret passphrases and stuff like that to any of your wallets, because there's a lot of scams going out there, and it's sad, but there's scams going in the regular world besides crypto. There's like people who scamming you on the streets now. And crypto's no different. So don't think that you're gonna come over to Chris to crypto and everybody just like, oh, we all saved over here. We all don't nobody steal, not gonna happen.
Yeah, and they kind of figure out it's scam. That shit, like you said, it just goes with any type of thing that you do. People are gonna be out trying to scam you. So yeah, we won't send direct messages in Discord. A lot of people look for direct messages. We wouldn't send that. So yeah. So right now we are pushing for a lot of people. You come to our Facebook. Also on our Twitter, and we also even have an Instagram, but we are doing a lot of stuff. We're going to start pushing you in different directions of what we are doing, especially if we want trying to do some training here for some people. So
yep, that's going to be coming up too. I know we have gotten a lot of people reaching out for that, but it's coming very soon. I promise. Okay. All right. Next thing. All right. Be ready on Thursday. Run it back. NBA Top Shot. Yeah. I don't care if y'all don't buy it. I'm buying.
Because it's rare. You see that rare right there? Finally, some rare.
I'm like, if they let me in the queue, I'm buying. So we have been looking at, even I said that, this pack is going to be coming. It's going to be $169. So just understand, if you're new, I know some of the packs, they started you out, they was like $9. You're like, well, yeah, I can keep doing this all day. They $9. And then they start, well, hold on. Let me get this $169. And then there were some packs I think we paid even $1,000 for. Yeah. But those doggone packs are like worth way more than $1,000. But again, these are going to be coming out on Thursday, and you have to figure out if this is something you want to buy for the $169.
And can you click on it also, see if they need any other requirement? Sometimes they may have to have purchased a card.
Right here. At least 100 collector score.
Okay. And each collector score, like the men's season 1, maybe 20 points. The women's card maybe 20 points. So each card, the series has a different collector's point. So if you did want to purchase this and you haven't had any cards, that means you need to go to the marketplace and pick up some of those cards to be eligible to get in the queue. To get not eligible to be automatically entitled to a pack, but just to have the right to enter the queue to be able to purchase.
Because I have been in the queue before too, early.
Yes,
early.
In the 200,005.
I'm like, whoa, what happened on this one? So don't think that. So we're not telling you to just go buy these cards and you're gonna get in and get a pack. That don't happen. I promise you, it just does not happen. I'll be like, well, did y'all remember me at all? We were with you at the very beginning when y'all first started, and they were like, well, you out too. You're not getting a pack either. So again, this is going to be, the early queue. Sometimes, it does help you as far as if you can get into earlier queue, then you can try to, if you don't get that one, you can try the next queue. But again, I understand some people were like, well, hey, I don't have the time and I don't want to waste the time to do it. No problem. I don't have nothing to do. I'm not fishing.
I didn't see they added Shaquille O'Neal or Allen Iverson.
Did they add? Oh, wow.
It says down here, yeah. I didn't even know that they didn't. Yeah.
Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, Tracy McGrady, and Ben Wallace. I know I'm getting the Shaq.
I'm wrong. It's guaranteed.
I know I'm getting Shaq.
And you know what? I would have had my kids until they said that you can't have your kids under 18. I was like, my son and daughter had both my nieces and nephews. We would have all been in the queue, but that requirement stopped that.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah, they hadn't released the Shaquille O'Neal or the Allen Iverson. I think they may have said Allen Iverson, but I'm not too sure. But just to send other names that are going to be involved in the pack, I'm definitely trying.
Okay, so I'm 1,000% sure that I'm trying to buy. It ain't even no questions about it.
No questions.
Because if you get a Shaq, which I'm open my pack for y'all, and I'll show y'all my Shaq when I get it.
Yeah, she's speaking into existence.
I'm speaking into existence. I'm gonna show y'all my Shaq when I get it. Whoa, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good. That's gonna be awesome. I thought Dwayne Wade. There was something on Dwayne Wade too.
Yeah. So read it. Go back up one more time. I'm just I didn't see Dwayne's name. For the deeper Running back 05 unlocking is October 8, 2021. They did before say something about Dwayne Wade. So I was like, when did they added to it?
Dwayne Wade right here.
Here it is. Okay. Oh yeah, they added their names.
I don't care which one.
I don't care.
I got Dwayne or Shaq. Well, I don't care. I don't anyone, but I Dwayne or Shaq.
That's what you're gonna go for.
I'm going for it. Oh man, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's gonna be an interesting pack. I wonder how much those are gonna end up going for.
And I wonder how many cards each player has. Is it 1,000? Is it 500? Because it says many others, and so that'll be divided. I wonder how many count each player has, but it don't matter. We trying.
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't even matter, so we don't really even have to look at the number. So that's and overall, that's gonna be good. Okay. That's gonna be a good pack of cards. Wow. Okay, let me just say, I don't think anybody on here should buy any packs of cards.
Yeah, she's trying to get y'all out the queue. Don't go for it. Yeah, trying to get one less down, one less body.
This will be
in line.
One less person in there. No, try if you definitely have the funds to do this. I think it's another one of those packs that I think for me personally, again, I will be definitely trying to buy. Okay, all right, so that's gonna be that. Okay, this artifacts.
Oh yeah, she's Utah did a local story on Chris Lee. This is one of the co-founders and behind Artifact, and him going over. You see here the first shoe they actually was sold in October 2020 for $90,000. There, yeah. It wasn't that shoe. He owned that shoe. If y'all wasn't that shoe, look at her pose. Somebody take a screenshot of her.
If y'all remember my shoe from earlier that I opened up. This is my shoe from earlier.
Proud shoe owner, yes, $7,500 minimum. I'm a proud
shoe owner of those bad boys. And I did have one more thing. I have while we're still talking. I got my. Let me show my address.
Still talking. The excitement, like a kid at Christmas. Look,
yeah. My infinity objects. This is another object that I got. So Justin, you can keep talking. I'm sorry. I'll open this up.
Yes, no, this is just the article that they did have a local article going into some of the background of one of the co-founders, so how they got into NFTs or what they were doing, how their first NFT shoe, that physical shoe, I believe, actually did sell for it's a $90,000. So a lot of them have some backgrounds in gaming and different luxury brands. I know also as well. Another the co-founders did. So just paying attention to Artifact, this article that they put out. She's also going to share once she can that article.
I'm trying to open this door. It's like secure.
Yeah, trying to open that ferocious gift. And so as you see the artifacts here, the current animation. So currently, basically this avatar, if we were in our Zoom or currently on this conversation, we could currently use our avatars in place of our bodies or ourselves. And a lot of companies are trying to build stuff like that, but the animation and the expression and the detail, depending on what you are building out on 3D in Unreal Engine or whatever technology that your company is using, it's just basically showing you how realistic, once you are able to get these avatars that are starting off at about 3 ETHs. They are less for those that have drips, but for the public, they will start off at 3 ETHs. And so it's just showing you the technology of if you're on a Zoom call, if you're on our stream, if you're in a metaverse like Facebook, Sandbox, Decentraland, any of those, the animations that you can use are the animations your avatars will basically have. And so when you're speaking, they will speak with the moves, your expressions. They'll be able to also express. This is another visualization that another person shared, that Artifact had shared. And you can see that they're running the ferocious shoes. And it looks like they're kind of designed in an Unreal Engine, but it just shows you how realistic the metaverse can actually look and be applied to, especially when it's also coming to some of those wearables, the clothes, because it sounds like I'm saying other something else. The clothes that they do have for the avatars and the other. What, you got it?
Yep. Well, it just said to share. I'm supposed to share the moment, but
I'll share
my moment later.
Yeah. Did you?
That came in the mail. Doggone it.
Is it heavy? Infinity.
This is the infinity. So this is this part. It says infinity object. I think y'all can see that on there. And there go that golden name right there. The Artifact bad boy. What was that? Okay, infinity object. So got another thing right here. Another little sticker there. And look at this bad boy. Voila. That is nice.
It has enough power in it.
I'm gonna have to look at the power. So while I look at the power, oh, there it is. Check this out. Look at that. Kaboom.
Yeah, so the NFT that she had purchased, they gave them an infinity object that will actually display it, so you can have it in your home. Because she probably not gonna wear the shoe. That's the only thing somebody that's gonna be able to see.
That's the only thing they're gonna see.
I got it.
Whoa! Wow.
So yeah, so
edition 108 of 280. That is cool.
And all those things were covered in the cost of the purchase of the shoe. So that's one of the objects you got when you did go to forge your items. They gave you that infinity. They gave you a leisure and some other things as well.
Okay, good. That's cool. Yeah. That's nice. All right, I know I'm supposed to be talking about class, but Jessica was talking about class, so y'all have to have the enjoyment with me too. That's cool. That's nice. All right. Then talk about our Bored Ape people again. Still making deals. Still have some big things, that they're coming on and trying to do some things with Madonna. Still, I mean, I think as we talked about it earlier this I think on one of our sessions about them trying to come out with a coin down the line, but trying to make sure that they're doing things the right way. I think, again, as far as, with the Bored Apes, because of how you're able to do things with your Bored Ape, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people to make a lot of money with their Bored Apes. I don't care if it's just I think what we're talking about with movies and
whatever. Some go to agencies, and so they have the right to use them in movies or whatever other digital campaigns or marketing campaigns that they have. It's going to be just like they had a talent agent booking them shows. So when you do buy those NFTs, they give you the IP rights and stuff that you can you have 100% rights to, and it's basically the community now is so established and up there that a lot of people are now wanting to do some type of advertising or something with you. So your Bored Ape or any other, there's other things that are out there too, VFriends or stuff that are high up there that you having access and ownership to those items can really pay off for you, especially when you have things like this, certain celebrities or even talent agencies or companies wanting to come in and sign your Bored Ape or your NFT to have.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm available. I'm available for y'all.
That part. Open for booking.
Open, yes. he need a job. Anybody need a job? Anybody know of any job openings out there?
That part.
We can fill out applications too. All right, this is a project I know my son Miles had gotten into, and it's one I'm definitely still going to be looking at to get into. I just have not had time.
I know. I need to look. They cute. I might have to. Cute. I don't know what they do. They are cute. I sound like Shyla. Those are cute. I might buy one. Look at this one right here. Look at this one.
I got you. Look. They're cute. They're cute. See? I'll be literally like, Jessica, look. Listen, they really are cute. Just look. They're cute. They are cute. But, I think, again, like I said, they're one of those things, like I said, just do some research on these. I think they're going to be really I think they're going to have some upside. That's me. That's what I'm willing to risk. So the current, let's see, the buy now button. What's the low on these right now? Oh, that one's going to make offer. We don't want to make no offer. We want to buy. 0.13. Let's just click this one. So is it going to go?
It's about 500, 600.
Okay, so 474. That's about what those will cost. Again, like I said, for me, most of the time when I'm looking at buying certain things, especially on something like this, let me just show you this real quick. I mean, even with them being cute, if I were going all the way down here, I'd be like, oh, that one's really cute. But you know what? That's not the floor for me. I'm a little late getting into. I may not even be that late getting into this particular project, but I feel like I'm a little late getting to this project. So for what I normally do is like, okay, let me come by the floor, and maybe this 1.29. At least I know I'm at the floor. So if I had to get rid of this particular item, I know I'm not going to be trying to have to. I don't have to go all the way to the 1.4, which may not be a big difference. But I'm just trying to give you some of the things that we both look at when we're trying to buy some of these things. Now, if we're looking for something that's more rare or looking for rarity traits, and we know that hey, this project is like really, really a good project, then that's when we do more detailed searching on some of our projects. But on this one right now, for me, I'll probably come in here and say, okay, what's the lowest floor price at the time? And then I'll either buy two, because again, I get attached to items.
I'm trying to hold it back. She's gonna buy two. It's mostly off the looks, y'all. So sometimes it is off the activity or something also, but I don't even know what the NFT is yet. I don't even know what it give me access to yet. So and
But I'm gonna buy
I
two.
guess they would have been watching them out. Well, I guess they have been moving for a little bit, but it's only been a few weeks. And so, as we do know with NFT projects, they go up and down. And so, depending on what the NFT is going to give you access to or what it's going to do, because I'm telling you,
they're cute.
They cute.
But I've heard a lot of people talking about these. I've heard a lot of people talking about these. And the Miles was like, "Mom, I'm about to buy it." I'm like, "Well, hold on, one second." I said, "I heard somebody else talking about this," and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna buy mine right now." I was like, "Okay, well, dog, I guess I gotta buy mine too."
And as you can see with the owners, most of them, it seems like will own two, or it could be one person holds way more majority. But as you do see with the owners versus the items, people are probably holding more than two at minimum each. Yeah. Or somebody could have 1,500 of them. So
somebody might have bought them on the mint at 0.07 or 0.08. Now I'm buying them from, but I can't, I cannot complain because I have bought them at the mint, also at the mint price, meaning that for the new people, mint price could have been meant that they came out for 0.07 or 0.08, which was probably a couple $100. And now someone's coming on and either doubling their money. And then there's going to be some of us who are going to be trying to figure out how long this bad boy might go up. So, but again, that's just look at this particular project. It's something that interests you. Just tell you what I'm doing. Jessica, don't be laughing because I know you said everything's cute. I know. It's cute.
They are actually cute. I agree on that.
All right. Okay, and then some of you guys on the earlier call, so if you guys missed the earlier call that we had, remember that Gronkowski he did drop on Brady's site, so on Autograph. So they will also be doing this drop tomorrow. So be aware of this particular drop for tomorrow. The ones that were out earlier were they $12 as low as $12?
Yes, they were $12, and they weren't signed. Most of them weren't signed, but these editions will be in platinum are also signed. And so sometimes it's going to give you access to their Discord. I believe I haven't looked it up specifically if it's like the Emerald one gives you a special type of NFT versus just the standard NFT the rest of the Discord would have access to. But do your own research on that, especially. But each one, if we're going to go over it a little bit, each one will give you special exclusive member access to that artist's Discord and future drops. So just pay attention to that. If you do see an athlete that does come out that you are looking to maybe invest in some of their future NFT drops.
And just for transparency, I have not been able to pick up nothing. The stuff sell out too fast. So Jessica has gotten stuff, but I
got Simone Biles, I got Tom Brady, I got number 27 like on Tom. I'm like, well, that market need to come to life then, baby. I'm waiting then.
Wait for Tom to come through. See, so sometimes she get them, and then sometimes I get. I'm like, okay, I missed that one, sis. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to open market and try to buy that one, and then something else will drop. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back over to the market at some point. Okay, but again, this will be again tomorrow, so if you want to keep an eye on that one. All right, just now we'll kind of recap a little bit of what we kind of talked about a little earlier. Just remember, Micah is going to be dropping. If you do not know who Micah is one of the artists that we've been really trying to buy a lot of his art. Doing fantastic. Making movies. Some of the art that we've bought from Micah has been really doing very well for us. Micah has been doing very well for us, and again, you'll be entitled to some airdrops and so forth. If you buy the next series. So I'm on Sunday, he dropping a new drop. So you might want to come over here and look at those particular things. For me, let me just look at the price because Jessica laughing at me right now.
You know the price. They might be $5,000. For me, I'm gonna get two.
I don't even see the prices of them yet. I couldn't find the prices earlier. Let me see if I can find the prices.
Because they should be what, $445? I don't know if that's the edition. They still worth it. I'm not even gonna front. They only come out about $1,000. So
they came out $1,000. And so where is it at? That Micah's. Let's see if we can see sort by
lowest ask 5,500.
So that's the same picture right there. That was $1,000. This one did release back in April, but it's now the lowest ask right now is $4,700. So, I'm just saying, I own 1, 2, and 3, and then you got number 4 for free, and you got 2 of number 4s. Okay, so now you have to have 4, 5, and 6, and then you're going to get the next edition for free. My thought is, because I broke my rules and I did not buy 2 of each item, I'm not going to go back and probably buy the other items.
Maybe 50-50. I don't think I am.
I don't think I will, but I'm looking for the 2 sets from, like I said, because if I can get the next 3 editions and get the next edition for free, then that'll give me 2 sets of here and out. But I'm saying that's you got
very smart though. Yeah,
you got to strategize as far as if you're going to do some of these things. But also, I got to be on a budget too when I'm buying some things. I'm like, okay, we might not buy all of that stuff at this point. But again, like I said, if you can try to pick up some of these, when they're coming out at the lowest floor. Sometimes, like when we first were doing this, even back in April, May, some of these pictures did drop down. So again, we don't want to paint this picture that everything you get into is going to just be like totally go up, go up, go up. That doesn't necessarily happen all the time in crypto. And even in when you're buying art, sometimes these bad boys can drop, and they can drop at sometimes 70%, 80%, and now you have to hold these. But some of the ones that dropped, I'm like a lot of the people who had
the artists that we ain't gonna name names because I know specifically which ones I didn't lost mine on, and I got enough to not remember, and I remember who they are. I
got a lot of. If he could just come through,
if he can come through, I'm waiting on him. We got some time. He got a chance this year.
Even I will be grateful.
Yes,
we're not gonna say no names because we're not gonna say no names.
And like you said, the hardest thing to do with some of these is hold them. So if you're spending the money, then you can't. And let me take it back because some of these automatically already flipped and doubled, and they've already been that you could have, if you wanted to, make the money out of at the same time as she's saying you may have. You can lose the money. Lots of times you can flip these really quickly if that was your intention. But she's 100%. Like we were 100% when we first started buying every edition. So it probably really didn't matter to that degree, but. If you're able to get them and actually hold on to them, most of the value comes over time with a lot of these art, specifically with how they're building out. And so he does have 10 in this whole series. And we're not to say the next 4 or 5 may not have the same return, but the people that are invested in the first 4 to 5 generally aren't going to be coming out to lower their own value on the previous one. So there's just a lot of new people coming in. Generally, you have the same investors also that are kind of helping to keep that price afloat versus it just falling.
Yep. Very good point. Okay. So again, Micah, put that on your calendar. Micah will be dropping his new art this is on Nifty Gateway. You can definitely use your debit card on this one if you'd like to use your debit card. Okay. And that'll be Sunday. All right. The other drop, again, just a quick reminder as far as the other drop on these, the arcade, this one already happened. I think I got art print number 1 on one of these today. So, this one dropped today. This one will be dropping tomorrow. Like I said, do some research on this one. I still don't see prices on this. And earlier we were talking about the one event, the one thing that's coming up. We were like, hey, do some research on. This is one of the artists that's going to be on that particular within that particular site that we were talking about from a little bit earlier. But again, they have a couple of upcoming drops. Do some research on some of these artists that are that are dropping even on Maker's Place.
And like you said, some of those artists also have profile also on like Superari, and you'll see how much their art is going for. So check out when you are looking at those artists, besides going to their Twitters, go to their personal sites that they do already sell art on and see how much that resale value is already gone for the pieces that they do have.
Because I looked at these prices earlier and I was like, oh, she ain't like,
yeah, she ain't playing. She's done some really good work. Different projects. Yeah. Even the one she did last year with Crypto Kitties, that one just sold for absolutely crazy amounts. So this specific artist, Hakata, I think I'm pronouncing that right, does a lot of different work. But the price that they're coming out for usually is reasonable versus what it's going to be. Look, this one sold for $262,000. I was trying to say when you pick it up, that's why you pick it up before. Yeah, that might have been a 101 piece. I was trying to be nuts. And so, but just if you're able to pick up that artist artwork, see, she sold for $10,000, sold for $29,000. And so when you have a piece that comes out that's even $2,500 or $5,000, a lot of people, depending on the piece, will go ahead and purchase it just depending on what the lowest resale on some of the items are.
Yep.
So just pay attention to that.
So look at that. A couple drops, like I said, those are, start doing some research on some of those things. All right, let's keep moving because I know we're almost out of time. And then what was this one? This one here.
Yes. So if you can pull up, or you can even click on one of the pictures. So we did talk about House Akiba. A lot of times that they are just behind scenes. A lot of companies are doing things in the background. And so House Akiba, which were the Gen X avatars that we did drop and talk about earlier, this is some of how their metaverse is actually going to look. And you can just see how the work and design that they're putting behind their project. So lots of times you're investing into a project very early and they're doing stuff behind the scenes or releasing little drops of clips to certain people that may be affiliated with them in the group so that you can still see that they're doing something even if they're quiet. So this is one of those here. They did have a couple of other pictures. I think you can click the arrow, but it just does show you the designs that they are building out for their metaverses, for some of their avatars that they have. So this is one that we did want to share and just show you some of the graphics that they're currently showing for their metaverse. I believe this is one of the mansions in their metaverse. It's not like it's showing everything, but it is showing the mansion specifically that is in the metaverse.
Good stuff. I mean, it looks really good. So again, some of these people are doing a lot of great things, within the space as far as their development and stuff. I'm still looking. Okay, and this was what we talked about earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you can see here, these are the memberships. These Gen X are secondary memberships. So they give you access to the House Akiba and the metaverse that is getting built out. These are going to be for gameplay, avatar. Right now they're in this, they look like this, but when they've completely come out, they're going to be full motion moving, and you'll be able to realistically use them just like the other avatars that you see us talking about with any of the other games.
Yeah. So good thing there. Okay. All right, and then last but not least, earlier we did put out on the other class, and we've talked about it again now. We're actually put out a survey in a sense, as far as we're trying to make sure we're providing you guys with the information that you need, and we're trying to figure out what you actually may need that we may not be covering, or what some of the things that you would like us to cover that maybe we're not covering. So if you don't mind, if you could go on and fill this particular survey thing out for us, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you do fill this out, we are also going to be doing a giveaway. So just make sure if you have a VV, most of you guys should have something with VV already. If you've been buying already, make sure you put your username on here in case you do win. We will definitely send you some stuff over from VV. So again, in appreciation for you guys, going on and filling that out and giving us some feedback, we will be definitely doing that. And I think there's also one thing as far as, if you guys don't remind, I think at the end of the survey, there is a spot for you guys to, if you'd like to leave us a review on our Facebook page. Remember, we have two business, I Dream Trading and Investments. That's my main company. And then we also have the Sisters Talkin NFT, which is me and my sister. So again, if you guys don't mind leaving a review on that thing, it'll give you a link on there. That would also be greatly appreciated. But again, new people, if you're new and you just get here and you don't have a VV account, get a VV account and get your username and make sure you put it on here, because otherwise we have no way to be like, well, you won, but we don't know where to send your stuff at. so that would, again.
And to add to that before we close, can you pull up the OpenSea link? I didn't get to show them that artwork earlier. I think I put in the privates for that drop for Kia. Right. Yeah, I think it should show them that piece that she did get to create earlier. Yep. And as you say, if you do have any of your kids or anything that's designing any type of art, 3D, cartoon, whatever it may be in the form, just there's different websites that you can come over and sell onto. It can be on OpenSea, Rarible. I currently do have my daughter, she's listing all her artwork currently here on OpenSea. So I just wanted to show you some of the stuff and designs that she is doing currently. And she's doing a lot of different stuff. So I just wanted to make sure I gave her a little shout out today and let her show her art. And
that's my niece.
Taking a lot of time to get to know, the 4D cinema and stuff. So just keep focusing with it. And I hope that if a lot of your kids are hopefully trying to do something in the space and show them some ways that they can definitely make a way for themselves in the NFT space.
And like I said, these are like $77. Just if you can go on here and be supportive, great. Try to, definitely try to check on, make sure your gas prices are also down too when you're buying the project. But again, she's doing some very, 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 very good stuff, and the games are just starting to begin. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going good. So we ain't saying nothing, but we're trying to let y'all know first. If you'd like to buy some stuff, you definitely can. Feel free to do that. Okay. Again, I think that's let me show you right here real quick on the Facebook page. Just remember the survey thing will probably it'll be over here in the featured part. So if you're looking for that particular thing, it'll be over here in the featured part. And then one last thing, the Metasaurus. Tomorrow is a day as far as early access. If you have early access on the Metasaurus, make sure that you're going on and doing that minting for the early access. Otherwise, the sale on this will be on Thursday the 14th. It's 200. Somebody said it was like 250,000 people in the Discord. So it's going to be crazy to get one if you're not whitelisted. But at the same time, it does not hurt to try, because instantly that could be your new mechaverse. That 6 point something today. So again, okay. Well, I think that's all. We'll start there out of respect to your time. We want to make sure we're honoring your time. And so once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us this evening. We really appreciate the support. Continue to remember, if you have any friends or family, what's NFTs.com. Send them to that particular site, and that will take them to our Facebook group, where we will continue to try to keep dropping new articles and new information about new drops that are coming out as we come across them. We'll try to drop them in there. So once again, thank you all so much for hopping on with us this evening, and we will see you all on Thursday.